Evidently not. Welcome to Chinwag with the Horsemen. I'm Andrew.
I'm Barry.
I'm James.
And I'm Casey.
We're glad y'all are joining us here. We've got maybe some new listeners, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But if you are new, this is for friends. We've been friends for our whole lives, and we just like to stay connected and talk about things. So that's what this is for. If you'd like to hear us talk about something specific, you have a couple of ways to contact us. Hey, Barry, first off is email. How do they reach us by email?
Chinwag at the Horsemen at gmail.com.
No, incorrect.
Chinwag the Horsemen at gmail.com.
No.
Still wrong.
Still wrong.
Chinwag Horsemen at gmail.com.
All right, you're done.
Is that right?
No, Chinwag with Horsemen at gmail.com.
What was I saying?
You said Chinwag at the Horsemen at gmail.com.
That's a lot of ads. Are you sure that's a real email address?
And now it said Chinwag with the Horsemen at gmail.com, right?
No, I tell you what, you
No.
can listen when this episode comes out and see what it is. Oh, that's funny.
Close enough.
Casey,
Honestly,
we're
this
on
is like episode 28 or something. We've done this in the past.
yeah, this is not our first time.
So wait, hold on. It's Chinwag with the Horsemen at gmail.com.
Just
There you go.
like with Horsemen.
Just Chimwag with Horsemen at gmail.com.
Chinwag with Horsemen. Why do I want to put the?
I don't know. You're
I
the
don't
one that
know.
made the email address.
Yeah.
I can't get into the email, so I don't know what people sends in and stuff.
Casey,
Yes.
for the brave souls that want to see the Horsemen raw and uncut, they can do so on YouTube. How do they get to us there?
You just go into the YouTube. You type in Chinwag with the Horsemen. The whole channel will pop up.
Wow,
All kinds of videos.
that's amazing, and that's for
Oh,
free.
yeah. You don't even have to pay anything. Free.
Wow.
Good deal.
James, if they wanted to tweet at us, how would they do that?
They can go to Twitter and reach us at Chinwag Horseman on Twitter.
What's the cost for that?
Nothing.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
$8 if you
Really?
wanted to be verified.
We don't need to be verified.
Have that little blue check mark. So if you
So-
want to know it's coming straight from the real horseman, there you go.
Well, I don't think we need that.
Trust us. It's our real, actual. It's not a counterfeit Twitter account. It's really
There is
us.
only one.
Oh, no,
Except no substitutions.
I haven't been on in a while, so
Well,
Come on, hey, Barry. You got to get on there and interact with people.
yeah, you don't have to. Though.
yeah.
Twitter's a
Well, not really.
garbage fire.
The two people that we have on Twitter.
Did he just disappear?
What
He's
about
gone.
him?
There's 2 people on our Twitter.
No, I'm still here.
Okay,
Oh.
well, you just
Yeah,
kind
there's
of cut
only
short.
like 2 people that follow us.
I think I'm one of them.
Oh.
No, I just said there's 2 people that follow us.
Okay.
I should make
I
a
think the other
Twitter.
one's Casey's mom.
So we are glad that
But
you're
we
listening
greatly
to
appreciate
us.
it.
We're available wherever fine podcasts are found, and we are now powered by Riverside FM.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Boom. How about that?
We don't have to have you say it, Andrew. We got the machines.
All these new
Sometimes
tools.
you got to
and-
wake the machines up.
I was giving James a cue on the
Yeah.
on the machine. So a lot to get to this evening. I'm just looking here at the itinerary, and my favorite subject is number 1. James, take us to the Horseman mailbag. Tell us, we got a great email.
So we've received a fantastic email. In a previous episode, we talked about how we should send Aberry to Austin Idol's wrestling college. And one of the viewers, listeners, I don't know which way they subscribe to the podcast, sent a very enthusiastic email in all caps. I want to send Aberry to wrestling school, and just all it said in the email was "take my money." So I looked up because we were just joking about sending Avery to wrestling college, but I looked it up. Wrestling college only costs $2,500. So if you're, a student out there, go to wrestling school. Like, forget going thousands of dollars in debt like us idiots, and go to wrestling college.
It's not just any wrestling college. This is Austin Idol's Universal Wrestling College. Hey, Barry, Austin Idol is a former NWA Georgia heavyweight champion. In 1975, he was Pro Wrestling Illustrated's most inspirational wrestler of the year. He's also held the NWA Alabama Heavyweight Championship, as well as the PWF Tag Team title in All Japan Pro Wrestling. So
Wow.
I have a really hard time believing that you don't want to be trained at the feet of the Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol.
You could put that on every resume you ever made after that too.
Yeah,
That's
be really
right.
great.
I mean, who's going to turn you down for a job if you list that on a resume?
All right, so
Everybody.
here's what everybody needs to
Everybody.
know. Okay, it's $2,500 to send
That's it.
Avery to Austin Idol's wrestling college. What Avery will entail when he goes is 10 weeks, 3 classes per week, and then he'll be done. So it's a 10-week program, $2,500, not too terribly bad. Once Avery's done, he can enroll in their master's program. So Avery could become a master of pro wrestling.
Wow.
I don't know anywhere that's going to turn down a master's degree.
You can
Yes,
teach
sir.
college.
So I've
Yeah.
got my master's in pro wrestling.
That's what it is. Nobody cares what it is, just as long as you have a master's. That's
I
it.
don't
I've
think
got
that's
my
how that
master's.
works, but okay.
Hey, Barry,
They're not gonna take.
do you think you would be interested in attending Austin Idol's Universal Wrestling College?
No.
Okay.
All
All right. I know what the problem is here. And Avery pointed it out earlier. If he could sell his house, he would go to wrestling college.
He did
So-
say that.
If you know anybody that's looking for a house secluded in the mountains, just outside of a little small town, contact Avery. You can reach him, Chinwag with Horsemen at gmail.com, and say, I want to buy his house. And we can work out some deal. None of us are real
Step one.
estate people here, but,
We know a couple.
Step 1, sell house.
Yeah,
Step
we
2,
can find
enroll
one.
in college. Wrestling
Step
college.
3,
There you
win
go.
World Heavyweight Championship.
Right, the next step, right there.
Avery, you could take down Tyrus. That's what's going to happen.
Hey, Barry, I think you
Yep.
might be the one to break Roman Reigns' streak.
That could be
I
it.
mean-
Yeah, no.
Avery
Yeah.
has been told by actual pro wrestlers, "Wow, you're a big one, aren't you? Or a big fella, aren't you?" I mean,
The
he could
Fixers
wrestle.
wanted you.
The Fixers
Well, I mean,
wanted him.
Use the other words.
I know. I tried to bring it down a little bit.
We're trying to clean it up here because I don't have the ability to edit the video anymore. So what we see on YouTube is 100% live raw horseman footage.
Uncut content from the
Yep.
Four Horsemen.
So we won't say
Hey,
what they
Barry.
really said about Avery.
So we
But it was
might be
pretty-
off of YouTube in like a day, but oh well, it was fun while it lasted.
If the Fixers had you, Barry, that's World Six-Man Tag Team Championship right there, guaranteed.
Oh
Guaranteed.
yeah, easy. You could have done the U.S. Championship tag championships, Freebird style rules. I mean,
Yep.
come on, it's worked out well for the New Day.
Day one, I'm telling you, day one, you debut. Day two, you win the belt. That's what I'm telling
There
you.
it is. That's what
Like,
it
who
is.
is this new guy? Boom! Instant shot at the belt.
Yeah, and then
Instant.
then get beat by Swamp Thing.
So Swamp Thing is a specific wrestler that we don't care for. We won't
Yeah,
provide
we're
any-
not going to go. We're not going to provide any more information on that.
Not the comic book character, right?
No,
Right.
although
No,
kinda
no,
similar
probably-
looking.
See, the nice thing too about wrestling college is you can finance it.
Mhm.
All right, but the problem is you have to have half of the money up front. So $1,250 up front, and then it's $125 every week. So I don't know how he collects that, but I can just imagine Austin Idols there like, money now, right here, let's go
Every Friday.
every
Puts money in
Friday.
And then there's that one guy, that one wrestling guy behind him.
Yeah,
He won't let you out of the ring until you pay him the $125.
Did we talk about Avery, your confrontation with Black G's at the Crockett Cup?
We did.
yeah.
But we can always revisit that.
Well, what episode
man.
would that be on? Because I know Avery will lose his mind if we don't plug the appropriate episode.
Oh, that's the Tennessee Time Loop.
Yeah, Tennessee Time Loop.
Yeah, go,
Yeah,
folks. If you want to hear Avery's interactions with some of these wrestlers, go listen to Tennessee Time Loop because it's one of my favorite experiences ever being with Avery at anything. It was so funny. It was good times.
That guy's like 5 foot tall, isn't he?
He's not very tall, and he was
looking up at Avery.
he was not about to take on Avery.
You could probably put it in YouTube and find it.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
The Crockett Cup is free.
Yeah,
On the YouTube.
you can see us on the YouTubes
Yeah,
on
you
the on the Crockett Cup. That's a good point, Avery. Actually, let's.
There was a video of you guys losing your minds on the for the camera, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
that was the second night. I think Casey wasn't at the second night, or he would have been. He would have been on camera as well.
Would have been right there with you.
No, no, we did get real close and personal with a couple.
Yeah, they did crash into the crowd.
And then we made fun of the referee.
We were
and
so hoarse after that event. Like,
Oh, we couldn't talk
that
for
entire
days.
car ride. Yeah, that entire car ride home was just like silence.
Well, actually, Casey,
I got
the one you're talking about, you were at.
laryngitis.
Was I at that one?
I think you were. I just think you were behind somebody.
Lame.
No, he had that guy singing in his lap.
What's that guy sitting in my lap? Man. You guys went out of your way to avoid him the next night, I'm pretty sure.
Well,
We did.
He
Oh,
was
no,
in
he
the
was-
original seats, and I bought different seats. So,
Yeah.
We had the guy in the marijuana coat.
yeah.
Man, wrestling
in front of us.
fans as a group are kind of annoying sometimes.
It's a very eclectic mix.
It really
The one
is.
guy was super funny. The one who was like, he found out that those guys were what's his name's boys or whatever.
Dalton Castle.
Dalton,
Yeah, he's like, those are Dalton's boys. Oh my gosh! And he kept screaming it at the guys. It was pretty funny.
I think,
Yeah,
I think he
he
got
flipped out.
one of the
Yeah.
best parts was when one of them got slammed and he like popped up off of the mat and just yelled Dalton and then laid down.
I'm pretty sure that guy was training on that after that weekend.
He probably did.
Probably.
He was
Because
intense.
he's like, that's Velvet Sky. I was talking to her online. I think she will remember me.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this, right? Like there's certain different kinds of wrestling fans, and some of them are real knowledgeable, almost annoying, I guess. But he would have been definitely
Yes, like-
super knowledgeable.
The guy saying next to you that thought he knew everything.
There are people
Oh, yeah.
that go to watch wrestling to enjoy it, and there are people that go to watch wrestling to pick it apart. You know, and the people that go to pick it apart are not fun to be around at all. Like,
Yeah,
you have to go to watch wrestling. You have to just get into it and yell at them and jump up and down.
I mean,
and,
it's like going to an interactive movie where like, you can just be
They'll
part of the crowd and
interact
get
back
lost
with you.
in it. Yeah.
they do. I like to yell at the referees because the referees lose all control. And what Avery was alluding to earlier, they came out into the crowd right next to us, and I told the referee, I said, "Man, you got to get control of this match."
He looked at you and said, "I'm trying."
Yeah, he said, "I'm trying. Be respectful."
did he really? Oh man!
Yeah. I
said,
mean,
"Man,
quit
this is out of
watching the
control."
action, turned straight to Andrew and was like, "I'm trying. Be respectful."
I like to call them out on missing punches. I think the referee can make or break a good wrestling match. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna say I'm happy Casey wasn't there because with how like crappy I felt, I'm pretty sure whoever that guy was would have been in my lap before I ever moved. Because like he took out like the seats next to me.
That's true. He came within a whisker's breadth of mowing Aberry down at pretty quick speed.
Well, it was a good time that first night. I would definitely go back.
Well, nobody would have me scream because I had no voice.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Is 2 nights in a row of wrestling is a lot.
R.I.P. Mark Briscoe.
Yeah, that's sad.
Jay Briscoe.
Jay.
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, he was there that night, wasn't he? One of the Briscoe brothers.
Yeah, the Briscoes were there.
Well,
Did they
both of them
win?
were there. They did. They won it.
They
They won the cup.
So one of the Briscoe brothers has passed away. Huh?
Yeah, in a car accident.
Man, it's terrible. They've been at it for a long time.
The NWA will be in Charlotte on August the 22nd. If we wanted to go watch them in Charlotte.
The Crockett Cup is June 3rd.
This year?
Where's it at?
This year.
Louisiana?
Somewhere. No.
Let's see. This
It's
is
a Saturday.
2023. Crockett Cup 2023. It was announced in Winston-Salem.
Winston. Yeah. It's in Winston.
June 3rd?
June 3rd.
June 3rd through the 4th.
That's a weekend. We could invite our listeners could come and
We could do a meet and
service.
greet at the Crockett Cup.
yeah.
It's also somebody's birthday.
It is the oldest horseman.
The Grand
Oldest
Wizard.
/ eldest.
Hey, Barry.
Well, it's probably a better phrase than that you could use for
There's a lot better phrase than that. Wow.
our Grand Wizard James.
That's yeah.
Hey, Barry.
I could went with the almighty powerful Oz.
That'd be better.
It would have been better,
It would've
probably.
You need to go Google what Grand Wizard means.
I was thinking about the
Say
wrestler
searches
Grand Wizard.
off everything.
I was thinking about the wrestler named Grand Wizard.
Yeah, but that's not
Wasn't
what
there one?
there was a manager
No,
named the
no.
Grand Wizard, but that is not what the fans will immediately think.
That is not.
No bueno.
We do not support any of that stuff.
No.
No, fine. The great powerful Oz.
There you go.
But Google
Great
the and put
powerful
Kevin
Oz.
Nash.
So it'll be the eldest horseman's birthday, meet and greet, and wrestling.
Casey, are you committing right now to go?
Let me see. I could probably get off that weekend. That's a Saturday.
Well, you have to stay for
Do it.
both
I mean-
nights this time.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th.
I probably could miss work on Monday.
Yeah, but I did ask.
It's
off
in
for work
June.
that Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, my week. I still have a week of work.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's 2 months
Is it
away.
optional?
Surely we can get a day off 2 months from now.
Well, it's a optional
really?
work day.
The only matches that have been announced are just one, and it's EC3 versus Silas Mason for the national championship. So
Nice.
I assume they'll have some.
I got it. Hold on, it came to me. The Wicked Witch of the West. That's James, because he's wicked. And
He's a witch?
He's a witch. Yes, he is. He's a witch, Harry.
Hey, Barry.
hey Ray, have you gotten into Andrew's podcasting juice?
Hey, boys.
No.
Water. Water.
Okay.
All I see is a clear beverage in a container there.
Yeah, that's all I see too.
That could be anything.
Hey, Barry, did you Google?
Starts with
Did
an
you Google,
M, starts with E.
did you Google why we should
No.
call James the Grand Wizard?
No.
The Grand Wizard is the title given to the leader of the Ku Klux Klan.
Yes, we do not
So-
support any of
That's why,
that.
that's why James is not the Grand Wizard.
I am not.
No.
We are not into the Klan, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Not at all.
No.
We do not
no,
condone
we
any of
actually
that.
reject the Klan.
100% we reject.
100%.
This took
no,
a
I
very
was
dark
making the
and
joke about
serious
the-
tone.
I was
It
making
did.
the joke about the wrestler,
I know.
the old wrestler one.
I'm just saying.
since we were talking about wrestling.
Is an actual, you said, a real thing, right? That's
he was a manager. Yeah. He wore a turban, like a really sparkly turban.
Nice.
Who was he the manager for, though?
Was it Billy Graham?
Not the evangelist.
Not the evangelist.
No.
People who aren't familiar with wrestling may not know that.
Who is probably the next one that might pass away?
That's true. We need to make everyone understand that we're not talking about the Reverend Billy Graham.
or the KKK.
The Reverend Billy Graham did not have. Yeah.
Let's see. He's managed the Iron Sheik, Killer Kowalski, Sergeant Slaughter. I'm just reading a few of these names. Ivan Koloff, Superstar Billy Graham, Greg Valentine, Cowboy Bob Orton, Handsome Jimmy Valiant.
Is he still active?
No, he's dead.
So what's the chance that he could manage Aberry when he gets done with wrestling college?
Well, he's dead, so not very good.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Hold on. 3 things before we move on.
Okay.
1, disclaimer, we are talking about a wrestling character back in the 80s.
70s, 80s.
That managed another wrestling person back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Not the group or the evangelists. On top of it, Casey is thinking he might be a zombie. Or an actual warlock. Which was also a wrestling star in the 80s, 90s.
So let me see if I understand you.
He died in 1983, so he will not be managing Aberry.
83. So number 1, the Grand Wizard is not the Klan. It's some other guy.
Correct.
Actual wrestling manager.
And he managed somebody named Billy Graham, who is not the evangelist Billy Graham, but a wrestler known as the Superstar Billy Graham. Right?
Superstar Billy Graham, yes.
And 3, Aberry will need a new manager then, since we don't know who his manager is going to be.
It's going to be Austin Idol.
I mean,
I'm beating Casey.
So it could be Austin Idol, or for another $2,500, we could send another horseman to Austin Idol's wrestling college to learn to be a manager.
You know, here's the thing with that.
Do they have manager college?
You're in Georgia, Casey's in Tennessee. The only other logical option is me.
There you go. It's just a short little trip to Greenville. So
you're not wrong. It's not far. So
just 3 times a week for 10 weeks.
The Grand Wizard's real name was Ernie Roth. Just so you know. And Superstar Billy Graham, I think, took his ring name after Billy, in honor of Billy Graham, but it's not the same person. I've heard that. I don't know. I've not looked into that.
Billy Graham is having a horrible time right now.
Superstar Billy Graham or the Evangelist?
Because he's not alive
anymore. Billy Graham.
Is he having a hard time? What's up with the Superstar?
He has cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And his organs are failing.
That sucks.
Terrible.
Speaking of wrestling stuff, go ahead.
I was gonna say lighthearted news. There's a actual wrestling star named the Warlock, which I could have went with would have been better for James too.
Literally anything would have been better. You could have said Hornswoggle, and that would have been better.
Well, he's a leprechaun, I guess.
We could call James Val Venus, and that would have been better.
Don't Google Val Venus.
Casey, go Google Val Venus later.
No.
Safe searches.
I don't know.
Try to find the one where he meets the Taka and whatever the other guy's name was.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, early 2000s, WWE was incredibly odd. But speaking of WWE, it was doing really well because Triple H was in charge. But they just recently merged with, is it Endeavor?
That's right.
Who also own the UFC. So that's going to be interesting crossover. But Endeavor also put Vince McMahon back in charge. So
Boo.
everything is just, yeah.
Like instantly. Like it took no
Instant.
time.
Like
Like
30
from 1 week
seconds of
to the
him
next.
walking into the building.
I grew a mustache. Nobody knows who I am.
Oh, he has the worst mustache. I'm gonna try and
I mean,
I'm gonna
he
try
looks
and
like
show.
Snidely Whiplash.
You are fired.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try
Looks
and
like a
show.
villain.
Come on. Come
Vince
on.
McMahon.
What was the dog's name in Wiley in the other one that had the crazy mustache?
Muttley was the dog.
Yeah, Motley was
Muttley.
the dog.
Come on, Muttley, and then Triple H.
I'm surprised nobody's made a meme about that yet.
I'm sure.
So,
there's a lot that's been made. All right, Casey.
did you guys see that
hang on?
that
Eric.
Instagram thing I sent you guys?
Hang on just a second. Casey, have you seen the new Vince McMahon?
I think I saw a little bit, but I got to see here.
All right. So for reference, this is Vince McMahon as he's looked for the past
70
20
years.
years or so.
Or longer.
Or longer.
For a while.
And then
Like, that's
current
the
Vince
He looks like a creeper, man. It looks like he's had some surgery or something. I don't know. Got that stash.
Check out that mustache.
Woo. Kind
like,
of scary.
that's like it's like he chose to shave this part and just have the lip mustache.
That's
So he's
exactly
back in
right.
charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's running the show again, and it sucks.
Oh man.
So,
But the
So
nice thing
speaking of
is,
this-
he's an employee now. He's not the boss.
So they could fire him
Like,
for acting crazy.
They could fire him. Endeavor could fire him. So
speaking of Endeavor, did they buy the UFC from Dana White, or is Dana White part of Endeavor?
Both.
Dana White's part of Endeavor. They bought it from Dana, but he's still the president, just like Vince McMahon is the chairman of WWE. Like
So, did you guys see that?
they're the public face of this Endeavor group
The
for
parent company.
their respective
Yeah.
combat sports.
Did you guys watch that Instagram I sent you all
Which one?
of Dana White talking about the deal with ESPN?
Yes.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Like
So
that,
it was
you need to watch it. It's
it was the
hilarious.
guy that was over like the sports stuff for ESPN. He was like the president of ESPN or something like that. But his like
Would not
cocaine
let
dealer was
UFC
going to like come out about him being, high on coke, and Disney doesn't like that kind of stuff. So they fired him, and that's how UFC got their ESPN contract, according to Dana White in this interview. So who knows?
Wow.
Dana White's kind of a loose cannon, though. You never
yeah.
know. You never know what Dana White's going to say or do. Kind of like Vince McMahon. They're sort of similar.
There you go.
Speaking of a
Except for
loose
Vince
cannon,
McMahon books
John-
books actual fights for when he wanted to beat up his wife.
It's true.
speaking of loose cannons, John Morrison just notched his first win in a boxing match.
Is he still in WWE?
No, he was
I don't
in
think so.
MLW. I
He's
think
now
where he was.
boxing. He's now boxing.
Yeah.
And he
Okay.
won.
Michaela Mayer won on Saturday. Joe Joyce got upset in the heavyweight fight. That Chinese
That's
guy.
pretty big.
Yeah, it's a big deal. But anyway, so yeah, Vince McMahon's back. How do we feel about it, James? Up or down? Yay or nay?
Oh, it's down. The only big plus side could be, 4 or 5 months from now, Endeavor realizes he sucks and they fire him.
Hey Barry, up or down?
Up if you have stock in AEW. Down if you have stock in WWE.
That's an excellent point. Casey,
So-
I know you've got your finger on the pulse of wrestling.
You know it.
So up or down? Vince McMahon's back.
I'm going to say I know enough from you guys to say down.
Yeah, well, I say down. So there you have it. He has to resign now. The Horsemen have spoken.
We'll send him a letter tomorrow.
Drafting
Cease and
as we
desist.
speak.
From Chinwag at the with Horsemen at.
At the Gmail at the .com.
It's a lot of hats.
So James, we kind
Well,
of.
at least he couldn't find us.
That's right. You couldn't find
Yeah, you
us.
won't be able to find us.
I tried to email it, but it says undeliverable. I don't know.
James, we kind of.
Wow. How many hats is in that? 4, 5, 8?
We kind of
Is he hashtag?
Hey, Barry, what is wrong with you?
It's-
Everybody's
I don't
gone.
know.
All right, everybody's gone. He'll rejoin us shortly.
We kind of skipped over the Boo Bear question of the week there,
Oh man, yeah.
so thought we'd go back to that. James, you wanna take that away?
Oh yeah, we can retouch on old Boo Bear there. Boo Bear
Let's not do that a whole
wants to
lot.
know wants to know what is the Horseman's favorite movie / TV show to quote randomly that nobody else really gets or follows.
Casey,
So,
you want to
hey,
take
Barry.
that first?
I'll take it
Everybody's
first.
back from his laughter pit.
It's good.
One a classic Horseman movie, or one that I like a lot, is the Naked Gun series, with Leslie Nielsen. I could quote some random lines from that. They're pretty hilarious. Or is it like a midget at a urinal is going to have to keep on my toes? That's
Like a I can't with the other one.
and those movies are just full. Every other scene is full of stuff like that. So
Oh, it's
So,
hilarious.
oh yeah, they're
So-
funny.
My in-laws have a taxidermied beaver.
Oh no.
So naturally, every now and then I will just randomly be like, "That's a nice beaver," and Brittany does not get it. But that's a good episode, or not episode. That's a good scene in the movie.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, I just got it stuffed."
Man, those are great movies.
They are, and it's a great
Fantastic.
TV show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Police Squad was
Yeah.
fantastic.
At the end, I love it. They do like a freeze frame
freeze.
that's
Nobody else.
They're like filling up a coffee cup or something and
it's overflowing.
overflow.
The criminals escaping in the back because they're doing the freeze frame. It's hilarious. What was the? There was one that he goes in. Leslie Nielsen goes in. He's talking to this woman, and she goes, "Do you know what it's like to love a man for 40 years?" And he goes, "No, ma'am, I don't." And then he goes on to discuss how he lived with this guy for a while. It was a roommate, but it wasn't a roommate. Oh, that's hilarious. And in the 80s, that kind of stuff was you did not talk about that.
Yeah.
It's funny stuff. Good pick, Casey.
I tell you, one of the best ones, like in Leslie in his last movies, was he was the president in Scary Movies,
Yeah.
and it was they all wanted to watch Pootie Tang, but they all got the ring, and they thought the girl was going to kill him, and like the aliens came, and they was like, "How do you pee?" And they pee out their finger, and out of the blue, like Leslie Nielsen goes, "We ain't different."
And pees out of his finger.
And then he starts, and then he just like pulls it up, and then it's done. And like the Secret Service guy is like watching this and goes, "What? What?"
Man, he was hilarious. Hey, Barry, what's your what movie / show would you quote from?
Well, you got the classics ones like Arnold Schwarzenegger, where like all his,
Those one-liners.
Get to the chopper.
get to the chopper. Or the what was the guy's name? They says they would kill last.
Sully.
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 Oh, yeah.
Sully. I told you I would kill you last. I lied, and then dropped him.
I
Remember
love it.
Sully? My friend who's dead
But-
tired. Look, I'm just getting off the airplane here. He's fine.
He's good. Just don't
fine.
wake him.
Don't disturb my friend. He's
7 hours
tired. Yeah, really. At what point do they realize that this guy's dead?
They land, they load the plane. Like, that guy's still laying back there.
He must really be tired.
Oh, he's fine.
They found out, like at the end, like they rolled him off in a gunny, like he's dead.
Commando. Commando might be my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I love Commando.
Just love the scene at the beginning when he's like carrying the big log and like taking his daughter to get ice cream.
It's like a sitcom intro or something.
Yeah.
But then you got the other ones like Liam Neeson in The Taken. I have a very set of skills.
Yeah.
I will hunt you down. You
skipped a classic Horseman Schwarzenegger movie, and that's Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody chill.
It's a good one. It's full of those.
I'm trying to think because like I can't like I don't think of movies in that sense no more. Of like classic like one-liners that like is like one that I just throw in randomly. Well, then you got the Batman ones. I am the Dark. I am Batman. But yeah, I don't. Well, okay. I mean, Young Frankenstein.
Yes.
When somebody says over there, and then you go werewolf there, werewolf there,
over there, their castle.
My favorite part of that is, I used to think about my old dad when these things would happen to him. The things he'd say.
What would he say?
What did he say?
What the hell are you doing in the bathroom day and night? Won't you get out of there? Give someone else a chance. And then he looks off all wistfully, and
he goes back to eating or whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
And then the classic one is nice knockers.
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
Yep.
Foul Bluka.
Young Frankenstein is fantastic.
It is.
Like, he's sitting there and she's like, "You've not touched your milk." There, I've touched it. You have?
That's my go-to Halloween movie.
Oh, that's a fantastic Halloween movie.
Oh yeah.
I watch it on Halloween, and on Christmas Eve I watch Die Hard because it's not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls off a Nakamura Tower.
I watch Batman Returns for Christmas.
That's a good one too.
Speaking of movie like action movies where there's a terrorist one, I watched Air Force One.
Oh, good choice.
And the scene where he get off my that scene. That's always a good one.
It's great.
But if you think about that movie and like all the star power that's in that one movie, you're like, really? Because you got Harrison Ford, Gary Oldman, the police captain from CIS.
Harrison Ford was in The Princess Bride, right? I'm kidding. I know who Harrison Ford is.
Yeah, that was him.
William H. Macy.
The disappointment that all of you had on your face.
But
you got Nicolas Cage.
Who was?
Then you got Nicolas Cage.
He's not in Air Force One.
No, but he's a quotable one too.
He's in that.
He's just crazy.
What's the fugitive transport one? Is it Face Off or not?
Con Air.
Con Air.
Con Air.
I'm gonna show you Jesus. He gets shot immediately.
But speaking of prisoner transport movies, The Fugitive, that's a good movie.
Fugitive is a good movie.
Oh, that has that one guy in it.
From the Princess Bride.
No, I'm thinking of Batman.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
It has Jim Carrey in it.
So that's kind of a segue into my movies that I quote because The Fugitive is one of them. As we're on the football field.
You don't quote the Every Farmhouse one, do you?
What?
Okay, never mind.
I don't know.
I'll say it later.
Okay.
But, no, it's we gotta search every house, every farmhouse, and
no, but we'll
the one that everybody usually quotes.
We'll go.
Why
up
would
to
he
each
say
other.
that in a football setting?
Well, what we say doesn't make much more sense. We go up to each other and go, "I didn't kill my wife," and then the other one goes, "I don't care." And we do that, and then we do Tombstone an awful lot.
Tombstone's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, Tombstone's a good movie.
I'll be a Huckleberry.
What, Casey?
A lot of good quotes in that too.
A lot of good quotes in that. That's a good movie.
Johnny Ringo, you look like you've seen a ghost.
Look like somebody walked over your grave. James, what about you?
Okay,
You get last word on the movies that you like to quote.
Oh, I enjoy to quote like The Simpsons, just random Simpsons quotes. I used to put those up like as status stuff.
There's a lot to choose from that too. There's a lot of good ones.
Bunch to choose from there. Like
of my
favorite ones is when Homer talks about like reading a book, and he's like, the last time I read a book was How to Kill a Mockingbird. It taught me how not to judge a man by the color of his skin, but it didn't teach me anything about how to kill a bird. And I really needed that.
My favorite is when Homer's talking. I don't remember who he's talking to, but might have been Bart. He's talking to him about women, and he goes, "If a woman says nothing's wrong, she means something's wrong. If she says something's wrong, she means everything's wrong. And if she says it's not funny, you better not laugh your ass off."
Yep.
well, I always go back to the one with Homer where it's like the tax day. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. He's just writing stuff down on his taxes. There's another quote where Homer's talking to Bart about women, and he pretty much equates a woman to being like a refrigerator. And like that's all it is. He like ends the quote with like, "And don't touch my beer."
The Simpsons is a good one for sure.
We used to use Bart's prank phone calls as characters in football.
Oh yeah, any creative character was a Bart Simpson.
I think I played the whole like season.
Mike Crotch,
Seymour Butt,
Amanda
Seymour
Hug and
Butt.
Kiss.
Amanda Hug and Kiss.
yeah.
Jock Strap. Yeah, all of those are fantastic creative character names.
Oh, that's perfect.
We did some pretty great creative characters
I-
in Raw 2, the wrestling game Raw 2.
I do stuff like Airplane, like Don't Call Me Shirley, like that kind of stuff.
It's another good one.
Oh, see, I do a twist on that on Airplane with when he goes, "We need to get these people to a hospital," and she goes, "What is that?"
It's a big building with patients, but that's not important right now.
A hospital? What is it?
Yeah. So
That's
I do that with some of the kids. Like I will tell them to do like they have to do something, and they go, "What is that?" Well, that is, and just like explain it out, and be like, "It doesn't matter.
That's not important.
I picked a bad day to quit huffing glue.
I've said that on the football field too. Because I picked the wrong week to quit.
This was a bad week to. I quit. This was a bad week to quit smoking.
I like to go straight.
He goes down the line.
Yeah, I like to go straight to the amphetamines. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
Oh,
it's hilarious.
Hey, son, you like this cockpit? When they have to talk drive to the black people on the plane.
Yeah,
and it's the elderly white woman comes on. I got this. Hey, brother, we got.
You know who that was?
Airplane. Good movie.
That was June Cleaver.
The lady was?
Yep. Yeah, from Leave It to Beaver. She played June Cleaver.
Wow.
Makes
Airplane. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
They were lined up to knock some sense into that guy. There's like a line down
Everything's gonna be all right.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah, she was hysterical, and they were like trying to calm her down. There's nuns standing in line, like getting ready to punch
Boxers.
her.
Then the one with like the
Had a gun.
Somebody had a gun,
Somebody
yeah.
had a pistol. Like,
and then the one with the blackjack.
man, good stuff.
Classic movies.
See,
They couldn't make
one
movies
that-
like that nowadays. You just
Absolutely
couldn't.
not.
no.
Nope.
Well, you got Blazing Saddles.
Oh yeah, Blazing Saddles would
That
not
one's
have made it past
Another one you
like
couldn't make
the
today.
opening pitch.
I think of the Mel Brooks movies, Robin Hood Men in Tights would make it okay today, and so would Dracula Dead and Loving It. But that's probably it.
Young Frankenstein could make it,
Those are two of the newer ones too.
Yeah, you're right. Young Frankenstein would be all right.
and I mean,
So,
like the producers. Well, no,
I don't know.
no. Springtime for Hitler not making
Didn't
it.
they do a remake of that? Of one of those?
They did
They
it
did.
in like 2008, 2009, something like
Okay.
that. Like I
So
can't
they did
remember.
it was like almost a shot for shot.
yeah,
remake.
it had Matthew Broderick and the other guy.
Yeah, that was before the message
Um,
was being pushed.
Yeah.
2005 was when
Guys,
they did the
guys,
producers.
We forgot one. We forgot one that I quote regularly now in my head, and sometimes out in public.
Clever girl.
So
Is that Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park, yeah.
No. It's one that I recently saw today because AMC was running the marathon of it. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Oh man, I love Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon movies.
Lethal Weapon's great.
That,
Everybody's got a
Um,
tall list.
They say they're doing a Lethal Weapon 5.
Did they do a
Okay.
TV series of it like recently?
They
Yes.
redid it, yeah. Well, that was
And then
that was
the
when they
Motel
did
guy went
they
crazy,
did
and
Training
then they killed
Day
him off.
and Lethal Weapon, and I think they did like The Equalizer for like
Like-
TV shows.
Wow.
The only one that's still going is the Equalizer.
Yeah, the Riggs guy in Lethal Weapon, didn't he like demand more money or something, so they let him go or something like that?
Well, he also
I don't know,
like
never
was
watched
like
it.
a menace on set.
Was he?
Yeah.
They did
Now, one that I
they
was-
did a Terminator TV show.
The Sarah Connor
Which
Chronicles?
wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Which wasn't bad.
I never watched it, so
I don't think I did it.
I watched
So-
a couple episodes. It wasn't bad.
I have, as our usual time limit, I have 20% on my phone. My phone is
wait.
always
Before we shift off, I saw a quote today of a Batman crossover with Superman TV show.
Mhm.
And Clark Kent was talking to Lois about, I think I know why the Joker's here. It's because he's hanging out with your boyfriend's business partner.
Mhm.
And Bruce is sitting in the wing and sitting in a chair, goes, I guess I can ask. And then the next scene is him busting in the window as Batman.
on Lex Luthor. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
that one's those are quotable TV shows.
Absolutely,
Old
they
anime
are.
Batman.
Especially Batman. Like on one of those Justice League shows, Batman is captured, and so he's in this device that has like a lamp over him, and it's like to stop the Martian Manhunter from reading his mind or whatever. And he asks one of them.
Is this the one where he's like, the Flash will save us?
No, he asks somebody for a drink of water, and they give it to him, and he like looks up and spits the water onto the lamp thing, and it shorts it out. So then now they know where he was. Batman's awesome.
Well, but he also in that same episode made out with Cheetah.
That's true.
Talked Grodd into double crossing,
Mhm.
and did he make Simon Grundy cry?
I think so.
He tore them all down psychologically.
And that's awesome. That's amazing.
But no, TV shows are great too. Like
They
this.
are. Well, Casey, you and I have seen the Super Mario movie. You saw it yesterday, right?
I did.
The Super Club Brothers have not seen it, so
Oh, I've seen it.
you did not.
I seen the one. I seen the best one.
The
one
one
with-
from 1990, whenever.
Yes,
the one that's
which
universally
is the best one.
the one that's universally recognized as one of the worst movies ever made.
Hey, they had jump boots. I don't think Mario in this one had jump boots.
He did not. You are correct. But Casey,
He had a racing suit.
let's do a spoiler-free review. No spoilers of the
No
Super
spoilers.
Mario Brothers movie. What'd you think about it?
I thought it was awesome. It was a very good movie. When you could take your family to, fun for all ages. Nothing too ridiculous or anything in it. It was very good. A lot of throwbacks to old Mario games and stuff like that. It was entertaining. Very good movie. Recommended.
Mm-hmm. Lots of Easter eggs.
Easter eggs. Lots of Easter eggs. If I had
Yeah.
to rate it out of mushrooms, I'd say 9 mushrooms out of 10. So
9 mushrooms out of 10. I love it.
yeah.
So,
I
wait, is that how many I gotta eat to understand it?
No, I agree. I loved it. I went with my sister and my nephew, and I think I enjoyed it more than my nephew did. Because there's a lot of, like Casey was saying, there's a ton of Easter eggs and stuff that are throwbacks to when we were young. So the youngins, I think some of that goes over their head a little bit. But did you hear the DK rap?
I did. I was like, oh, that's from Donkey Kong there, man.
Isn't that
There's a lot of good
awesome?
music. Oh, yeah.
I told my nephew, I said, I'm going to have to send that to you. You have to see the DK rap.
Oh, yeah.
So I need to do that. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's good.
DK's gonna be the only reason. DK's gonna be the only reason I probably won't ever see it.
You won't watch it because of Donkey Kong?
Because of Seth
Well, it's
Rogen?
because of who? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Avery's
say
not a Seth Rogen fan.
I'm not either. And I would say that Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong is the part that made the least sense in all of that movie. But I really enjoyed it from a nostalgia perspective.
Oh man.
Not Chris Pratt as Mario.
He did a great job.
So
He did, yeah. I thought he did pretty good.
So here's the thing: Avery's beloved Super Mario Bros., the original 1993 one, on Rotten Tomatoes is at 29%, and I've
Is
got a
that
feeling
audience?
that audience is 29% as well, but critics is 29%, and I've got a feeling Andrew's been on there like tinkering with the numbers because Battle for Los Angeles, I don't think was at a 37 the last time we looked at it, but it's at a 37% approval now.
It's
That's
creeping
so-
up. He keeps
creeping
making
up.
accounts.
I'm just
to
gonna
bring it
say.
it's a great movie.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Super Mario's had what is the guy's name who was Mario in that?
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins.
Yes, had Bob Hoskins, who was the first mate of Hook. Was Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, he's great, but that's a
He's-
really bad movie.
And it also had the guy who fixes John Wick's cars as Luigi,
John Leguizamo.
which I always thought was
Yeah. I mean,
which was
I
awful
enjoy
in the sense that. Oh,
I
they also
enjoy
had
the original Super Mario, but I'm kind of excited to see the new Super Mario.
It's good.
So
It's a
You'll enjoy
much
it.
more faithful
It also
adaptation.
gave us.
Yeah, it's got an
It
actual.
also gave us. It also gave us Dennis
video game
Hopper
character.
as Bowser.
which was terrible.
yeah, and he kind of morphs, which is weird.
It's not
Yeah,
weird.
it
It's
was
terrible.
strange. But I mean,
It's awful.
The
it was
Koopa
also
Troopers.
in the '90s.
The
Everything
Koopa Troopers
Casey-
were like if I painted my face green and wore a red leather jacket. That's what the Koopa Troopers look like in the original.
I would
everything-
probably.
I'm just saying.
I think I know what
I'm
my
just
next
saying, well,
Halloween
we can't
costume is
go
going to be.
Koopa Troopa from
We can't.
the old Mario movie.
We can't go back where we have the tall guy with the mustache and Captain. Oh crap! What was his name? From the old school Saturday morning cartoons, Super Mario.
Lou Albano.
Yeah.
Everything Casey says about Battle Los Angeles is true about the 1990s Super Mario Brothers movie.
I would probably say that Battle Los Angeles is better than the old Super Mario, and I wouldn't say that about many movies.
I'm just gonna say, MTV's been running a bunch of Joe Dutt lately, so I keep thinking about watching it, and
You should watch it.
Hopes Casey
a great movie.
might be like, somebody's watching Joe Dutt, and I go, I don't want to watch Joe Dutt.
I can tell.
He'll say,
I can't view this.
So
I know everybody's watching.
We're speaking to the microphone. We got a backup mic right here.
So let's.
Oh my goodness! We totally overlooked Letterkenny as quotable.
We did. Letterkenny is quotable.
Because I always say to myself, it's not my pig, it's not my problem. If a man asks for help, you help them.
So speaking of Mario stuff, we were going to make this into a Mario episode, but it's kind of just fallen off the rails.
As it does.
As it
Usually does. Real quick, because I know Andrew's phone's dying. Favorite Mario power-ups? What do you got? Like, you got the Tanuki suit, you got the frog suit,
The cape.
you got the cape, you got the classic fire flower, you got the classic mushroom,
Star.
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 What do you got?
Man, all the best
Hammer
ones
Bro.
come from that Mario Brothers 3. There was like a ton of them in that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Well, you're wrong about that.
Well, then you got
the cape is obviously the best one, and that comes from Super Mario World.
Super Mario World is probably my favorite game.
You got the one on the Wii that you could be the penguin.
Yeah, but
we don't talk about the Wii games.
Actually, that one was
Galaxy.
It was kind of a throwback. No, it was like the Super Mario Bros.
Like
it
the
was
Super
like the
Mario
to
Wii U or something like that.
Yeah,
new Super Mario Bros. U.
Yeah.
It was kind of
speaking
back
of,
to like the side scroller.
Yeah, speaking of Super Mario for the Super Nintendo, did you know there's a secret level above the first ghost house on Donut Island?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Yep. Apparently, like, you have to have a cape, go into the haunted house, run a little bit, and then run back and fly up, and there's a secret exit at the top. As soon as you enter the level, go through, you'll hit the gate, and then it opens up a hidden path right above the
which it gives you one-ups, right?
Crazy.
Yeah. Get you one-ups.
That's the coolest thing about some of those games is that there's all these hidden areas, and you wouldn't expect that on a 16-bit game, but it's pretty cool. Mario 64 I think is underrated. Mario 64 is pretty legit.
It's a good game.
I remember the first time seeing like Star Road on Super Mario. No, not Mario Kart. Like Star Road where you could go get the different Yoshis.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Like, if I was talking about Super Mario 64 or Sunshine, where you had the big pack on you that shot water out, like, Mario has had a bunch of random things.
Yes.
Random power-ups.
But I would go back to the classic and do the Mighty Hammer from when he was Jumpman.
When he would beat the hammer real fast.
Yeah,
and
because you hit something with that hammer, it disappeared.
That was, that was in Jumpman in the original Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Well,
so
he wasn't saving Princess Peach in that one.
Well, he was some girl
Some
that
woman.
was. It wasn't
He'd
Princess
grab her and
Peach.
climb away.
But the
Yeah.
official instruction booklet talked about how Donkey Kong was Mario's pet and how he mistreated him. That sort of stuff.
And
He
then
was named
like
to his
Donkey
pet
Kong
gorilla.
Jr. Donkey Kong Jr. was like Mario capturing Donkey Kong from the jungle the first time. Like it was the prequel to Donkey Kong.
Oh wow!
Okay, hold on. Speaking of talking about Donkey Kong, I know that we got to get to the other two power. But do you guys remember Diddy Kong's Racing?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
it was a good game.
Sorry,
Man, it was
great.
crazy back in like '96 and like early 2000s and whatnot, with all of the characters getting racing games, because you had
You
Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing, Crash Team Racing. Like everybody had to have a racing game.
I just
You had to
I
have
just
your
remember
racing game.
going on a Friday to the local video store, renting the N64 and renting Diddy Kong Racing,
Diddy Kong
and
Racing
just
was
going
good
home
stuff.
and just playing through every level as every character.
Man, that time period too with the N64 was awesome because you got Star Fox 64,
Those are
Ocarina of
great
Time, Mario 64, Donkey Kong. Some awesome stuff going on
Perfect
the
Dark.
64.
Like-
Perfect Dark.
Oh,
yes. I love Perfect Dark.
Oh, dude, Banjo and Kazoo.
Banjo
Banjo
Kazooie.
Kazooie, yeah.
Magic Kazooie.
Man, if
Yeah.
DK Oldies gets a Perfect Dark in, that might be my next purchase, is to get Perfect Dark.
That would be a
Good game.
solid one.
Do you have your expansion pack? You have to have your
I
expansion
did. I
pack to play it.
I got DK. I got Donkey Kong Country 64 and the expansion pack.
Oh, nice.
The other day.
Was Donkey Kong Country
Also,
where you had? Was Donkey Kong Country where you got to play as all the other Kongs?
Yeah,
That was for the
that
Super
was-
Nintendo.
That was Donkey Kong Country 2. You had it was Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest where
You played as the other.
No, it was the one where you did the band.
yeah. You're Donkey Kong 64. You play as
Yeah,
Donkey
Donkey
Kong,
Kong.
Diddy Kong,
right.
Oh yeah, plays all of them. Couldn't you?
Yeah,
Cranky Kong. I think you play as like the
And they all had-
orangutan.
that
and
big
you play
one
as
that
Tiny.
and they all had,
Yeah,
Tiny Kong.
but they all had. It was interest. It was they had instruments.
they all had.
right?
Yeah, they all had like different
Their own
instruments as
instrument.
part of the band, and they like
Because you
had
had to
different
use the
power ups you
instruments.
could use.
Yeah,
And,
because
like,
you
there were
had to
certain
use the
paths in
instruments
the
to
worlds
beat
that you
the
had
things.
to like move around.
Diddy Kong had pistols that could shoot peanuts or something.
He did. He
pretty
dual
sure.
wielded.
Dual wielded peanut pistols.
Yeah.
John
But
Wick
yeah, no,
before John
I
Wick.
got it. I got it. Also, in that order, I picked up the orange box for the Xbox 360.
Oh, that's a good one. Does it have Half-Life?
Half-Life 2 on it.
Portal?
Episodes 1 and 2, and it's got Portal. That's where Avery became the king. When we spent like 3 hours trying to like solve
through
this
that.
I
one
think I-
thing. We finally figured it out, and Avery chirps up
It's
from the
in
back
the
like, "That's
thing!
what I
It's
told
in
you.
the
That's
back
how I told you
catalog."
to do it." And Casey just yelled, "Avery is the king!" and like walked out. We were
It's
at
in the
Casey's
back
house. It was
catalog.
weird.
How funny.
It's in the back catalog.
I'm at
That's
I'm
an
at,
easy one
good.
to find.
I'm at less than 10%. Just as
I
an
don't know.
update there.
Guys, if we
So-
lose Andrew, he's gone forever. I hit him with a mallet.
So I think we probably ought to wrap it up. We've
Probably.
talked about just about everything we could. We didn't get into as much Mario as we would have wanted, but we did some Mario.
We could do a little more Mario.
Well,
Yeah,
I just
we've
gotta
done
say,
some Mario
the best,
before.
All right,
The
how about
best
this?
Mario game is 2.
Two.
Oh no, it's 3. Sorry, it's 3 where you get
I'm gonna say-
the cape. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, 3.
That's a good
My bad.
one. But Super Mario World is definitely better.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's my
Oh,
favorite.
for the NES?
So
the
for
Super
the
Nintendo.
Super Nintendo, yeah.
For the
Well, see,
SNES.
I like that one. Well, okay, I do have to say the one where you had to fight Butter was always a good one for me because I got to play as Luigi. And I
you're
like
talking about
Luigi.
Ready?
Super Mario All Stars.
Yeah.
Playing
And the Lost Levels or whatever it was.
Yeah.
or Mario 2.
Yeah. Birdo.
You jump on the eggs
But I
and
can
catch
tell
them.
you-
Mario.
Yeah.
I can tell you the worst ones is Baby Mario and Paper Mario, probably for me.
Mario RPG is pretty good, but the Paper Mario ones I wasn't too crazy about.
Who played Mario's Lost, where you ran around as
Oh,
Luigi
man.
and had to like learn geography?
I rented that one time, and it was the biggest disappointment. I was like, "Oh man,
I
a
really,
Mario game! It was
Like
terrible."
3 hours, three
The-
hours into it, and I'd learned like a lot of interesting facts about Chicago, and I was like, "Why am I learning? I'm supposed to be playing a video game."
I do have to
Quit
say,
sneaking education in here.
the one game that I really wanted to play, and the only reason I wanted a GameCube was to play Luigi's Mansion,
That's a good one.
and I still haven't done it.
There's a new one on the Switch that's pretty good too.
I got to get a Switch.
You got to.
So there you go.
They're pretty
You
good.
can, hey, Bray, you can either get a Switch or you can get a GameCube from DK Oldies.
And
We're
the
not
Switch
sponsored by
has,
them, but that would be pretty cool if we were.
the Switch
I
has
do-
Golden
I-
on it now too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I do want to get a Switch so I can play some Mario Strikers and Mario Baseball.
Yeah,
Is Mario
Good thing.
Strikers the soccer game?
Yeah,
It is.
That was
Yeah.
great. Yeah, it was funny.
but
Mario's
I also
like
want
well
to
versed
see
in sports,
He
yeah.
was.
Tennis,
Like me?
golf.
tennis,
The
golf,
Olympics?
kart racing,
The
soccer,
Olympics?
the Olympics, winter and summer.
beating up Sonic in all the winter and summer ones. But Sonic is supposed to be fast, but man, Mario can truly
He can-
outrun him. But me and
Somehow.
James was talking about the Switch. Like I was like, do they have Game Boy games? Because I was like, I could go for some Pokemon Red right now.
They've started putting them on there, but they don't have Pokemon yet. But they do have Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games on there now.
I hope they get Pokemon Red sometime because man, it'd be awesome to go catch them all.
Nifty.
And actually, hopefully evolve them all the way to their max level. And not have that one where it's like you gotta transfer him to another system to get him to be evolved.
Like I ain't doing that.
So, how about this? I'm wondering. Well, we'll take a vote from everybody, but if everybody out there in the viewing and listening world want us to do just like purely, nostalgic video game, review or content for a late episode, email us at chinwagwithhorsemen@gmail.com.
Tweet
Tagline video games or tweet us what video games you would like to hear us talk about because we've probably
or
played
comment.
quite a few. Yeah, or comment on the video. So, like, share,
If
subscribe,
not,
all
we
that
will-
fun jazz.
We might be able to go find it and play it.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Sorry, I'm looking at Switches.
you gonna get one?
I'm kind of getting a hankering to get a Switch, but
go with the Mario Day one because you get a free game with it.
nice. Well, with that, we will.
I gotta wait until I sell my house.
buy Bray's
Daybreak
house
can go to
so he
wrestling
can get a
college.
Switch and go to wrestling.
And go to
college.
wrestling college.
So with that,
And so I can fix
we'll,
my Jurassic Park Jeep too.
Hey, Bray, if you don't let me do the sign off,
Somebody buy Avery's house.
with that, we will conclude this episode. Avery, I'm going to give you one more shot at this. If they want to email us, where can they reach us?
Chinwagwithhorsemen@gmail.com.
Yes.
There you go.
Perfect.
Good work. James, if they want to find us on YouTube, where do they need to look?
And go to YouTube and type in Chinwag with the Horsemen.
And boom, there we are.
There we are.
All right, Hammer, if we're on the Twitter machine,
if you're on the Twitter, I believe is it Chinwag Horsemen or
Yes.
at Chinwag Horsemen
That's right.
is the Twitter. Hit us up
Yeah.
on there. Aber will get back with you
Eventually.
Eventually.
Maybe.
Probably email.
Oh, I
Get
do.
logged back in.
Probably just send us an email.
Oh no, I can get logged in. I just can't see the email. So
Yeah, we took Aberry's access to the email away.
He was emailing some shady people.
He was trying to do
give it-
Nigerian prince schemes from the Horseman
Yeah,
email.
given Aberry's history, him having access to the email was not a good idea. So.
what you know, given your
Just give
guys'
it your
history,
history.
you guys should be off of this website here.
I'm
Should
gonna
give it
tell
all
you,
to
it wouldn't be a chinwag if Aberry didn't end up pissed. So for Chinwag with the Horseman, I'm Andrew.
I'm Mayberry.
I'm James.
And I'm Casey.
Thanks for listening.